Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements, and in this video we are going to be reviewing the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, which is the first cinematic adaptation from the very popular C.S. Lewis franchise, and this time it is created by Disney and Walden Media. Now this is a really faithful adaptation. It's got all of the things that you remember from the epic book series, except this time it's got the brilliant Disney epic magic aspect to it. And it really did follow in the footsteps of Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings franchise in terms of turning a popular book series into an epic movie masterpiece. Now it's really gutting that we only got 3 movies and we didn't get the remaining 4 books being converted, also being adapted as part of this franchise, which is just really gutting. But that being said, we did get 3 absolutely brilliant movies, and I cannot wait to break down The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe for you in this movie review. So from a storyline point of view, it does take a little while to get everything going, but when it does get going, it's absolutely brilliant. So it first starts off by showing that it's set during World War II, where the Pevensey kids have to be evacuated to a London suburb where they live in Diggory Kirk's country home. One day, while playing hide and seek, Lucy, the youngest of the 4 siblings, enters into a room with a wardrobe and quickly enters into the magical world of Narnia, where she meets Tumnus, who is a bit of a fawn character. This then happens again, except this time she is joined by the second youngest sibling, Edmund, who meets the Wicked White Witch, who he makes a promise with in terms of bringing all of the other siblings to her. This then happens for a third time, except this time all 4 of the siblings enter into the world of Narnia after playing baseball, where they break a window. And this time they quickly learn about the fantastical world of Narnia, and they find out about the Wicked White Witch's plan to kill all of them, as they are prophesied to be the people that are going to defeat her after she has cursed Narnia to be stuck in winter for over 100 years. So the film is all about them kind of exploring this magical world and also meeting the lion Aslan, who's going to help inform them how they're going to defeat this quest. So from a storyline point of view, it's actually pretty awesome. So from a cast and characters point of view, it's very introductory in this movie. I think by the 3rd movie, the characters are really well established. But in this movie, it's very introductory into all of them, and they kind of are a little bit annoying at first, to be honest. But let's go through them one by one. So first up, we have William Mosley, who plays the eldest child, Peter, who understandably is a little bit disbelieving of his sister in the beginning, but then when he enters Narnia, he then quickly takes up the role of being the very heroic leader knight type figure. Next up we have Anna Popplewell, who is the second eldest child, who plays the character of Susan. Now out of all of the 4 siblings, I definitely think that the Susan character is the least developed, as she doesn't really do that much. All of the other 3 siblings kind of have their own little story arc. I mean, she has a little bit of a story arc with Prince Caspian in the next movie, but I think overall the Susan character is pretty underdeveloped. Next up we have Skander Keynes, who plays the character of Edmund, and I think you can relate his storyline a little bit to the Anakin Skywalker storyline in terms of, he kind of goes down the dark path, he kind of gets seduced by that and then really regrets all of his decisions and kind of tries to make up for it. And you can kind of see him being the betrayer in terms of all of the siblings, which is really interesting. We then have Georgie Henley, who plays the youngest sibling, Lucy, and she kind of falls in love with Narnia the second she kind of walks into it. She's the first one to enter, and she just becomes seduced and obsessed with this world, and really is the heart of the movie for both the human characters and the Narnia world of characters. We then have Liam Neeson, who voices the character of Aslan. He's a bit of a guide figure for all of the 4 Pevensey kids, and he also keeps the peace and harmony in the Narnia world. We then have Tilda Swinton, who plays the evil White Witch character, and she wants to kill all of the 4 Pevensey kids, as it is prophesied that they will be the ones that defeat her once and for all. And she kind of wants to keep the evil doom and gloom atmosphere in Narnia and wants to rule it all for herself. And then finally we have James McAvoy, who plays a character called Tumnus, who is a fawn that kind of helps Lucy understand everything about Narnia. So from a cast and characters point of view, they've got some great names associated with it, and it's very introductory in this movie. So from a visuals point of view, they do look very epic and very magical and very powerful in this film. It really is how you remember it from the books, except this time it's got that very brilliant, like I said, Disney aesthetic to it on the big screen. The visuals do improve as the movies progress, but this one is really great in terms of capturing you into the world of Narnia. All of the wintry scenes look really cool, all of the battle sequences look really great, all of the Narnians kind of being these mythological magical creatures all look really great as well. So you're really captured and transported into the world of Narnia in this movie. So from a comparison point of view, let's first compare it to the other movies within this particular Chronicles of Narnia set. So I think it's a lot stronger than the sequel Prince Caspian, and I think it's on the same level as the third and final Voyage movie. In terms of comparing it to other book adaptations, I don't think it's as good as the first entry in the Harry Potter series and the first entry in the Lord of the Rings franchise. So I don't think it's as good as those are. But you know, that being said, it is very epic in its own right as well. So overall, I really enjoyed the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I think it captured the essence of what is in the book really, really brilliantly, and then brought that on screen absolutely amazingly with all of Disney's magic. I think it's really, really epic, and I'm really, really gutted that they're not going to continue it after the third movie, as it was going so well, and it just could have been absolutely brilliant. You know, it's going to hopefully get a bit of a reboot on Netflix, so that will be really interesting to see how that goes. But you know, I feel like they've captured the essence of the biblical inspirations in this movie really, really well, and like I said, it was really, really epic, and so for all of those reasons, I have to give it a solid 7 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.